Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UNLV Rebels, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rams will put total leather to crank us up. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UNLV's offense will start this game off with the football. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
The give is to Williams. Runs through a tackle. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not...
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. So Colorado State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
To the air, it's Curry. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds his man. It's Humphries. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Humphries. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Makes the catch. It's Humphries. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield on first down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Reynolds. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Demania there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. To throw, it's Curry. Gets it out fast. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Makes the catch. It's Demania. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Curry. Grab near the marker, it's Bell. Touchdown Rams! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Air Force. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's Lions. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Find space on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
On those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Turning it on! And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Rams will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Hunt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking for a man. It's Curry. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Demania. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is a...
There he goes! Touchdown, Colorado State! And that one will give them the lead. guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the shotgun, they'll run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's on target and complete. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun, here's a heat. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Curry. Got a man, it's Humphreys. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Rams have this offense rolling. The give to the tailback. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Rams kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to run, it's Ball. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Touchdown, Colorado State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Bringing the heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the fullback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Looking to pass. It's Curry. Works the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down.
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rams back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running with the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. The Rams have it with a 1st and goal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they'll take a knee.
And with the win, they now move to 2-1. You know what's really important is for teams to be able to put wins back-to-back. It's been a little bit of an up-and-down roller coaster ride early this season. Still a lot of football left to go. But you know this coaching staff is going to want to build on this outstanding performance today and really get this thing humming.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
and you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.